Heyo! Welcome back, everybody. This is EonShiKeno. Going to commentate some more Starcraft 2 for you. Today, we're going to have a match from the GO4SC2 tournament number 138 or something ridiculous like that. We've got a game here between our red Terran player on the top left side of Antigua Shipyard. It's going to be TSL Polt. And his opponent on the bottom right side of the map, cross-spawning positions, is going to be Nerchio. And I've seen a lot of games that Polt has played on this map, specifically against Stefano. And considering this is a TvZ, I would assume we're going to see Polt the same type of style. Polt doesn't get ghosts. Even if his opponent doesn't go Infestors, or even if his opponent does go Infestors, he just still doesn't get ghosts. He gets Medevacs, Marines, and tanks. And sometimes he does Blue Flame Hellions, like as an opening. But mostly just pretty much that, and then of course throws in Vikings if he needs to deal with Broodlords. But and of course a couple Thors too, but just like doesn't get ghosts. And Stefano has said, if I recall correctly, that he thinks not going ghosts is the better option in the TvZ matchup. So we'll see what he's going to go with this game. And Nerchio, it's been a while since I've casted one of his games. He's a European Zerg player. It's definitely very good. Going down with the 14 hatch there. Going to follow it up with a quick pool. Overlord scouting here to the bottom left. Not going to see anything. Doesn't surprise me that he scouted directly for the expansion. There's situations where Polt has gone command center first, so scouting that expansion straight away isn't really that bad of a deal, as opposed to going straight for the ramp, where there could be a barracks or something like this up here. So drone gets in, doesn't see any gas yet, hasn't seen any gas, and there's going to be a command center is going to go down. So one barracks command center goes down, and this drone's going to come in here and harass this SCV. No, he's not. Marine comes out just the nick of time. So it's like Polt has this timed out or something. I don't know. It's just such a coincidence. So drone here from a drone here from excuse me, Nerchio, scouting around the bottom of his base. Doesn't want to get jumped by any bunkers. That's always a bad day to get bunkers thrown up at your expansion. But he did see the command center go down. He did see the first Marine pop out, so he shouldn't be too worried about anything like that. Hatch does finish. Drone show up just in the nick of time. Good timing there. Gas is already up in mind here. We're going to see, I'm assuming we're going to see speedlings coming out of Nerchio. One queen on the way. His second one should be coming up pretty soon. He decided to go with the queen at the expansion first rather than at the main. Double gas here for Polt. So Polt being extremely greedy with this barracks command center, then double gas opening. Very, very greedy opening, and I mean, it's a very risky build. If your opponent does any type of early pressure with Zerglings Roaches, you don't have Marauders, and you really, really, really need Marauders to deal with Roaches if they go for some type of early game push, such as Lennox, like 7 or 8 Roach push. That would just destroy this build here from Polt. It's kind of a build order win. So factory on the way, reactor coming out. It's going to see some Hellions popping out of those factories pretty soon. Bunker is built, and we got 4 Zerglings coming up here to the expansion. Going to start to do some harassment. 3 Marines here at the top in a nice position. Going to come down here and try to defend that bunker, let that thing get finished. So, and some scoot shoot. He's going to get that first Zergling. No, he doesn't. Wow. Maybe Polt's a little sleepy. Polt and guys off gas, so not going to see any Roaches. Speed is on the way. 2 queens are out, and we're already seeing a drone be sent out. Probably going to go over here to the third. There it is. There's that building being the little Mirage, or I don't know what the name of that word is. Drawing a blank here. Anyway, Zerglings are going to get a free SCV kill, and those Marines aren't in the correct position. They're safe inside that bunker, but they lost 1 SCV for 1 Zergling. That's a good trade in my book, anybody's book, I would say. Supply depot in a really nice position, blocks any successful attempt at going for a Nidus Worm. You know what? Speaking of Nidus Worms, I lost to a Nidus Worm. I was playing a ZVZ, and my opponent was going for that one base, like turtle with roaches, and then go for a Nidus Worm in your base strat. And I saw it was coming. I like predicted it, and I had my overlords everywhere. But then I forgot I was playing without sound. So like all of a sudden, I look at the mini map, and there's like roaches in my base. I'm like, no, no. I knew it was coming. I had spine crawlers up and everything. Oh, that was awful. Anyways, Hellions up here to the front. Not much to defend this. He can kind of just come in here and deal some damage. He wants to scout for the expansion first. He's going to see it, but he's going to wait for the 4 Hellions to show up, and he's got Zerglings coming down. He's got just 2 out. He's got 1 Queen there. These Queens really need to block the ramp or something. Those Hellions, there's just free reign to come in here and kill everything. I'm not sure why he's waiting. Now he's going to go for it. And, man, Polt just being a little bit safe here. There's nothing stopping him from just running down here and just toasting all these. There are a couple Zerglings, but not that many to speak of. 6 of them. But Polt's whittling down those Queens. Now the Roaches come out. Seems we're going to have 4 Roaches pop out, 3 more on the way. That'll allow him to defend his expansion from these Hellions and also do a little bit of counter pressure, take map control back. Zerglings up here at the top. Is he going to work on take down these rocks? Maybe, maybe not. A lot more Hellions here in the middle. And double reactor being produced. Lots of Marines on the way, more than likely. Roaches taking that middle Zelnagap tower. Back here at Polt's base, we can see he's researching STEM. Got a starport on the way, and I'm making a lot of reactors here. There's that double engineering bay going, so he's going to have some nice upgrades. Over here in Nerchio world, he doesn't have any evolution chambers yet at all, so he's going to be behind. And you can see right here, he's just now throwing up both of his evolution chambers. So we'll see these upgrades for Polt be about 50% done before Nerchio even gets around to doing that. So hatchery morphing up there into a layer. He's got double gas here. He's got a 3rd gas, and he's starting a 4th and a 5th gas. Zergling's keeping on the 3rd base here. Smart move to do. 6 Hellions from Polt running around the middle of the map. He knows the Roaches are there at the Zelnaga tower. So is he actually going to confront these guys? Seems like it. Like it's a good idea, Polt. And loses a Hellion to boot. Overseer being morphed in the top of Polt's base, and Nerchio is going to get a good vision of what's going on. He's going to see both of those engineering bays upgrading. That's going to make him think, oh, hopefully those, you know, haven't been up for a while. Siege check is on the way, so he's going to see this. He's going to see, you know, Marine tank. Pretty standard here from Polt, but we have a push coming through the middle. A lot of Marines. He does have STEM. Combat shield not even started yet. It's interesting. Anyways, Roaches are here. We've got Hellions and Marines going out for a push. Medevacs on the way, and this is Polt just doing a little bit of a timing push, trying to force some units. And Nerchio didn't actually pull that many units, so I didn't have to actually spend too much larva on it. 14 more Zerglings coming out. Medevacs have shown themselves, but we got a big fight here. Roaches up at the front, going to focus fire, kill down those Hellions first, and the Zerglings can do some surround damage on those Marines. But Roaches trading armies here with the Medevacs, and the Marines and the Roaches are going to work out to. The Marines are going to win the fight. Yeah, it seems to be. Supply still favoring Nerchio though. Polt only at 90. Nerchio at 107. Zerglings on the way. Overlord's forced to fall back, morphing in some Banelings. Wants to get a nice hit here on these Marines. He has a lot of Zerglings. There, the Zerglings there. The Banelings is speed. Nope, speed is not done. He's going to go up the ramp. He's going to get a couple Overlord kills here. Is he going to get one? Oh, picks him up in just the nick of time. You got to say, Polt's ability to pick up his Marines is like second to none. I've seen him just like pick up Banelings as they're, you know, melee distance away from the Marines. It's quite ridiculous. Nice army here from Polt back to his base. 3rd being built. Tank sieging up, and Nerchio scouts out the 3rd. Once again, doesn't see anything there yet. And Zergling's going to come from the top. No, they're kind of trapped in there now. He's going to go for a tank kill. That's probably the safe bet. No, he's going to try and go for a run by. Gets blocked in there. And that didn't work out at all well for Nerchio. He gave it a shot, but it was a little too late. He kind of lost the element of surprise once he saw the Zerglings up here at the ramp. Probably would have been a just safe bet just to go surround the tank and go for that kill. I would have had this friendly fire from this tank to deal some damage on top of it. So 4th and 5th base going down for Nerchio on the left side of the map. Roach is working on the 3rd entrance over here, the second entrance, if that makes any sense, to this expansion for Polt. Going to take out the rocks and give himself another avenue for attack. So another Queen out here. Here for Nerchio, going to start spreading some more creep. And 2 armor on the way, +1 attack on the way for the melee. Roach is up, getting up into the 3rd, and they're going to be forced to fall back. Tanks are sieged up pretty well. He's got a nice spread here. Bunker up in the front. And more barracks and more factories being built. +1 mech on the way. We have 1 Marine on the right side of the map just scouting for any extra bases, but unfortunately nothing down here. Drone's going to show up a little bit early. So a lot of Roaches, a couple Banelings here in the middle. A lot of oversaturation going on down here at this base. That's definitely a mistake from Nerchio. He needs to transfer some over to this base because there's just a couple short here, so a little bit of mistake here from Nerchio and his saturation. Got the base here in the middle, so this is the non-Blizzard version because, of course, these are blue instead of gold. +3 on the way, +3 on the way, and +2 mech. So look at the upgrades here for Polt, looking so much nicer than Nerchio. Just getting those extra upgrades early. Sensor tower is built over here for Polt, so he's going to see any attack incoming, at least ground-wise, you know, from every single avenue. This way, through the middle, or down here. Good position for that sensor tower. Even has a missile turret up to scout out any infestors. Marine is going to be sent over here to the left, and he is going to scout out this base, which will be nice. That'll let him know, because currently right now he only knows of just the 3 bases. Here we have a lot of Zerglings. Tanks are sieging up, and Nerchio deciding he doesn't want to go for it. He's got 3 infestors in there, getting close to being maxed out. Scan goes down in the middle, doesn't see anything, and this is going to allow Polt to get the middle map position here, but Nerchio's going to go for a flank around the top. There's so many Marines here. If he can get a nice fungal on those, that'd be nice. Stimming, going to get back, and tank splash coming. Fungal goes down, doesn't get too many units. He's going to get some units over here in the bottom right. Fungals those, and focus fire. Look at that Marine focus fire down on those infestors. Doesn't get anything yet. Roach is trying to protect the infestors. Infestors throwing out some infestor Terran, and Polt is going to hold this pretty easily, and I don't think he lost a single tank with this. A couple roaches still left, but the tanks are going to clean up those guys. And Polt just has a ridiculous tank spread. Going to lose 1 medevac there, maybe a second one. And yep, there goes the medevac. But Polt does manage to hold that, and he's going to hold the middle ground. And look at this, tanks hasn't lost a single tank yet. Look at the resources lost here, 8,500 versus 4,500. This is definitely going well, extremely well for Polt. Trading Marines versus Zerglings, Roaches, and Banelings all day. But Zerglings getting a nice surround and going to kill 3 to 4 tanks. Polt getting a little eager there, thinking he had the game won. Just goes right in forward and pays the price. Polt losing a lot of units there. Zergling run by over here on the left. Does a little bit of damage. Polt pulled it away, but reinforcements do show up and are going to manage to take out that. So that's going to be under control for the time being. And now, unfortunately, Polt has this middle map position with the Zeltnaga Tower, and this is going to force Nerchio to pull all his units away from this middle expansion. Queen is going to go down. 7 Broodlords on the way. 32 Zerglings. Where are they at? Here they are. This is Nerchio's next force incoming. A lot of Zerglings streaming here. Another hatchery being built. This seems to be the place where the Overlords are hanging out. Zergling run by over again on the left side of the map at the 3rd Polt. Nerchio is going to do as much as possible to delay this. At the same time here, he's going to have to lift that up, but he does lift it up. The Zerglings on the left side are finally going to get cleaned up again, but he's doing everything possible. Look, there's another Zergling run by into the main. Zergling's going to get in here and deal some damage. Yep, they're going to pick off a couple SCVs, but let's check the income at this point. 78 versus 73, so pretty even here on worker count, but look at this huge army here. Broodlords forcing the tanks back. Zerglings running in. Corruptors up at the front, going to try and focus down on some medevacs. Now they're going to pull back. Broodlords up here at the front, going to deal a lot of damage. Tanks really need to unsiege versus this good Fungal is going to get a lot of damage on these Marines, and that's the majority of his AA. There's no Vikings to be seen. 2 more on the way, 3 Thords on the way, so this is going to be some pretty good AA versus 7 Broodlords, and he's just pushing forward here. Polt really needs to get some more units out, go for a flank or something. And Nerchio waiting for some more reinforcements. You can see in the middle of the map a lot of Zerglings Corruptors on the way. Scan goes down. He sees the reinforcements. Base over here on the left gets landed. That seems to be his 5th base. And the Broodlords are pushing forward. Vikings are out. 1 missile turret is up, but that thing's going to fall so fast to those Broodlords, which the Broodlings are the 3. Nope, they don't have the upgrade yet. So Nerchio is behind in the upgrades, but he's got some great tech here with these Broodlords before the Thors even get out. And Polt is kind of trapped in his base here. He's got a couple Vikings out, but he has to worry about all these Corruptors. Those Corruptors can easily take out those Vikings, no problem. So Polt getting a nice spread here. Morphing in some more Broodlords. I thought I heard, nope, those were Banelings. He's got a Queen, even the Queen's even coming forward to do some transfusion on those Broodlords, if at all possible. So Thors and Vikings are now doing some damage to the Broodlords, but here we have all the Zerglings coming in. This is his big attack. Nerchio's just going to try and bust some. Your Fungals go down on the tanks and Marines. Banelings kind of streaming on the left, but they don't even have speed done yet. The Marines, there's still a lot of Marines left. He's stimming forward. He's going to focus more Zerglings coming in. The reinforcements on the way here. Zerglings going in all over the place. Fungal there. And there's only 3 Broodlords left. The 3rd one goes down. Just 2 left. There's so many Zerglings here. More Broodlords being morphed in. Tanks just kind of all over the place spread out. And this is such a scrappy fight going on. But Polt has 4 Thors left. And these Corruptors just got a super big hit on him. So he's going to cancel those Broodlords and actually fall back. And Polt manages to hold this. Insane attack. And Fester gets lost there. And Polt is going to hold this. And it's going to allow him to continue to mine here from the middle and start mining over here on the left. He's going to make it rain down some mules because he got a lot of energy built up on all his bases. He actually has 3 command centers right now that aren't upgraded. Look at that. Look at all the mules he's got here. But a big attack here in the middle. Fungal goes down. Zerglings are coming in. He's going to try and take out some of those tanks, some of those Marines. And He's going to try and build some more Broodlords there, but he was forced to cancel. Once again, those Vikings are in hot pursuit. Marines pushing through the middle of that. Polt with a huge supply lead, 164 versus 119. Nerchio is looking and like he's in a pretty bad position here. Maybe attacked a little bit too early with his composition. Zergling over here on the left once again. Nerchio doing an amazing job of just continuing to do Zergling run-bys with just a couple of units, and it's forcing Polt to pull units off from mining so often. So Infestors, Broodlord, Zergling seem to be the army composition Nerchio is looking for this late game. He's got this base over here on the left side of the map, which has been largely uncontended. We haven't seen Polt do very many drops this game, except for... Actually, I don't think we've seen him do any drops this game. He just went for that one push in the middle, which wasn't a drop, just a push with the medevacs. And so yeah, not too much pressure that way. So Polt did manage to hold this middle map position. He's got the planetary fortress stuff. And speaking of drops, look at this too here on the way, full of Marines. And where are they headed to? Oh, they're headed to right here. And there's not much to defend up in here. There's a lot of drones, actually too many drones, and a queen. No spine collars or anything like that. Look at the supply here for Polt. Look at his minerals. He's banking it up like nobody's business. Zerglings hanging out over here on the left. Marines pushing forward. And Fester falling back. Zerglings are going to get baited into this fight and going to fall back there. Going to lose a lot of Zerglings, unfortunately. Zerglings going to try to take out this planetary fortress. Ambitious, I got to say. Drop over here on the right. These Marines killing so much stuff. He's going to take on the hatchery, no problem. Fungal goes down. He's going to get a second Fungal to finish up most of those Marines. Yep, he's going to get most of them, but the few Marines that were lucky enough to get healed, I don't know how, but GG. So Nerchio, a little confused there as to why he lost. GG's anyway. And Polt just showing how solid his TvZ is. It's I mean, it easily competes with Stefano. He's got a winning record versus him, and Stefano's one of, if not the most favored foreign Zerg player. So, congratulations to Polt. Gonna win this game versus Nerchio. The only thing I'd say about Nerchio is maybe he just got a little bit too aggressive with that attack. He had map control. He had more bases than Polt. If he just kind of sat in the middle, waited for a better army composition, less Zerglings, more Infestors, more Broodlords, more Corruptors. It just seemed like he was kind of going for that big army, but with a lot of extra Zerglings. That kind of ate up his supply. I mean, there was an opportunity there for that to deal a lot of damage, but Polt just played that so well. And you have to wake up pretty early in the morning to pull something like that over on Polt. So, anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to stay tuned for more strategy videos and commentaries from myself. Thanks for watching.